Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Legacy of the Rimlen. Last time a bunch of stuff happened. A close friend of the party's may be dead, maybe not, who knows. But before we get into that, as usual, let's ask the people who have once again deigned to join me in this adventure to introduce themselves and their characters. Dice say that apparently we ought to start with Dely first and foremost. Dely, could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Hello, absolutely. Hello, everyone. I'm Dely. As usual, I'm playing as Muninn, the Traveling Scholar from Brightland. Currently, Oracle of Acestius, and not very good with people, I think, judging from last session. But in general, I feel like that's always been the case.
It's fine. It's fine. This person wasn't in a very get-to-know new people mood, let's say.
That makes me feel better.
All right. Thank you very, very much, Dely. Then the dice say we ought to ask Show&Tell next to introduce herself and her character. Could you please go ahead, Show&Tell?
Hi, I'm Show&Tell, and I'll be playing as Anghel, who's a mute peasant boy, and also Prince Charming, and also trying to save someone who might be dying.
As you do. As happens very, very often in our campaign.
I guess.
Thank you very, very much, Show&Tell. And then...
Hi.
Oh?
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Milo. Please introduce yourself. You're the next one on the list.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Milo. I play Miroslav, who is also going with the others to save our I guess kind of companion.
Co-worker.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't remember that word. And friend seemed even more wrong, so yeah.
Ouch.
Well, we haven't known him for that long, so...
You know that meme from Star Trek Voyager where someone asks two of the characters, "Are you guys friends?" One of them replies yes, and one of them replies no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, you corrected me from companion to co-worker, so...
Fair. I was just thinking, I'm not sure on which side of the friend spectrum in that meme Rebob would fall under, like how he would reply. Food for thought.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Maybe we will find out this session. But yeah.
Thank you very, very much, Milo. So, last time, as you guys continued on your journey, you, Milo, feel free to intercede at any point if I get something wrong. Above board for the viewers, Milo had the due diligence to rewatch the previous episode, while I have not had the time to do so, so I'm mostly relying on my memory and my DM notes, while Milo has very first-hand experience, for I guess. I don't know how to call it. But anyway, last time, guys, we're still on the road. You approached the market in the market town of Horsemen, which has several adjacent villages. And when you approached the first bridge that would take you over to the town, you were approached, sorry to repeat a word, by a local innkeeper that, in my bad DMing, I forgot to mention that would be known to Miroslav at the very least. And that person said, "Okay, since I'm meeting you, that means your friend Rebob is dead, and I am the person that you are staying with, for lack of a better term." She escorted you to her inn on the nearby village, and obviously she did not offer much more information. She confused Rebob with a person named Abdul, as you do. And as you guys approached the village, you saw a group of soldiers approaching a different nearby village, the village of Rakov, climbing up the hill as the arrow so helpfully points on screen. You were unsure what that was about, though Anghel, I don't remember who had the idea, but it was a good idea. But nevertheless, Anghel indicated that his fairies ought to go and spy on the soldiers instead of like gathering attention in the little market village. You also heard like the noises that a pig makes in the market village, but you decided to move on. And as you cross the bridge to rescue Rebob, I forgot to mention that Muninn consulted Akesius on, hey, where's Rebob? We ought to go rescue him. Akesius was reluctant, indicating that the reason is rescuing Rebob might endanger one of his pawns. But also not rescuing Rebob might also endanger a different one of his pawns. So he was sort of torn on the subject, and in the end only gave Muninn a vague direction. Now the people that you see, welcome back Deli, and Show&Tell. Now the people that you guys see on screen other than yourselves and Ophelia are the local noblemen and where you may find them. You are more or less aware that Rebob is supposedly buried in a shallow grave at this person's estate where I'm pinging on the map, which is a person that you have met previously, who is a political rival of Ophelia's and also showed up in that one cinematic that I don't know the correct pronoun, anyway, did. And as you guys traveled towards the estate, you saw people gawking at the banners of the soldiers gathering on in the nearby village. It is a very unusual event. And as you made your way through the crowd, you saw the other Rebob, so to say, Abdul, walking in the opposite directions. So coming from like the opposite, like not the place where you're heading from, like the same direction that you guys are heading towards, if that makes sense. You guys decided to go and question the fellow, and since he seemed very, very distraught and he was approached by Stinky Muninn, he did not react very, very positively and ran away after trying to shoot Muninn, but his pistol was unloaded, so that did not work. Muninn was unable to pursue them, or gave up the pursuit fairly quickly, and that's more or less where we left last episode. So, as I go ahead.
One little thing. I don't know if it is important, but innkeeper lady ran towards the other village because she wanted to make sure that the stash of smuggled wine from her cousin is safe.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Very true.
Because of the soldiers, right?
You're correct.
Yeah. Yeah, towards the village where the soldiers are.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not concerned about her cousin, just the stash.
Yeah.
As you do.
That's why I said it the way I said it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Milo. You're perfectly right. And yeah. So, as I go to turn on the background music, I guess we ought to resume sort of where we left off with Abdul getting away. This confrontation, I don't think garnered much attention from the locals, because a lot of them are just gawking at the soldiers on the hill, and since there was no gunshot, there wasn't like a loud noise that would get their attention. Nobody like screamed or anything like that, at least as far as I remember. So for them, and also a lot of them are giving Muninn a very, very wide berth because of the smell, and by extension your group as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Come to think of it, that would probably penalize, well, not penalize, but like make Muninn's job harder if they ever have to sneak off somewhere.
God damn it. It's actually no, it's Illona. I was gonna say it's a shame I don't have that stunt anymore, but it was Illona's stunt. I'm thinking of the one where she can just run away whenever.
Oh yeah, now with Illona gone, like none of you are particularly sneaky. Munin's like
Or not.
Munin's slightly above average in the sense that a +2 is what pretty much most people have in sneaky, if that makes sense, like the average person. But none of you are very good at it. Interesting.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that we're gonna have a sneaky thing coming up soon, and none of us are gonna be.
Does that mean that the things for Muninn will, like sneaky for Muninn will be like higher difficulty or something?
Case by case basis. Like if Munin's trying to sneak by some dogs, yeah, probably, because heightened sense of smell. If Munin's trying to sneak off by someone who has no nose, and that is not an uncommon legal punishment, so it could happen.
Oh, you don't smell it? Like, if you don't have the actual... I don't know how that works. Okay, cool. Interesting.
I admit I have not particularly looked into the mechanics of how people without noses perceive smell, if at all. I'm assuming it will damage your sense of smell at the very least, though.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, makes sense.
Either way, you guys have just more or less lost sight of Abdul as he escapes into the crowd in the city. I'll move your tokens to a somewhat more accurate position where you guys are on the map, but feel free to click and drag them around. What happens now? Oh, and also feel free to interact with each other and all of that good stuff. If you have any questions about the local environment, also feel free to ask as well.
Okay.
What were we on the way to do? Like just to go to the...
To this guy's estate
to
that
find Reba.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially.
I'm just following Muninn for the most part because, well, he's the one that knows where we have to go.
Oh, one small thing I forgot to mention in the recap. Miroslav was asked and paid by Ophelia to buy her some honey.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, right.
And Anghel and Muninn are currently unaware of that.
Oh,
They just know that I need to buy something at the market.
Yep.
Right.
And also for additional context, there's a market in like the village where you're in Zat. There's a market in this town as well. You have plenty of places to go to if you so wish.
Why did we... There was something we...
On the market of the other village, there was the pig.
Oh, was that
That
what I was
was
thinking of?
why
Oh, yeah.
Muninn wanted to go to the
Oh,
market.
right. Okay.
And yeah, Miroslav just told them like,
And then we
I have
decided
to
that
go
we
to the
were
market
more
later
important.
anyway, and you can go check out the pig then.
I forgot about that.
Okay. Okay, so I guess we're just... Yeah. So, like, we were on our way, and then Abdul came out of nowhere, and then...
Yes.
I guess. And then Muninn tried talking to him, and then that didn't work. Okay.
Yes.
Come out of nowhere makes it sound like he ambushed you or anything. He was just walking on the road.
Yeah, but I was like, we weren't prepared for him or anything. Okay.
Fair.
Okay, so I guess Anghel will just... I mean... like, Abdul, he seemed like scared? Or... What did we say that he was?
Disturbed, torn up by something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, it wouldn't be hard to find him again.
Yeah,
later.
exactly. I think that's true. I think that Anghel would just be like I don't know, make like sign or something that we should continue. I think, or maybe even continue walking or something. I don't know, unless Muninn does something else.
Yeah, I feel like generally Muninn would agree. Could I don't know. Like, could I sort of look around to see? So, is the estate that we're walking to quite far in terms of where we are right now, or is it?
It's a big town compared to other Rima villages, but not a big town like in sort of, you know what I mean. So it'll take you like 5 minutes at most to get to that estate. 5 to 10 minutes, let's say.
Okay. I imagine like as we're walking along, Muninn would probably look around to see like how busy the town is, if that's like
You may
okay.
careful.
Like
You may careful,
Okay.
please.
3.
And you're using your eyes, and it's on an overcome roll, correct? The stunt.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Then it's a 5 actually. There's a big gathering at the bridge you just crossed that's gawking at the banners of the soldier and speculating, oh, what could that be? It's apparently a very, very unusual event. And this isn't like this road that you guys are on wouldn't be the road that, like, say, the army that, for instance, passed through Anghel's village. It's not the road that they would have taken, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
With your keen eyes, Legolas, you also see that there's quite a bit of activity at the market, and it's not really a market day; it's a weekday, so it's not usually supposed to be busy at the markets, but the markets seem unusually busy, and I mean the market in this town that you're at, not the neighboring village where the pig's at, and
So-
you go ahead.
You also mentioned last time that people are coming out of their houses to see what is up with the soldiers.
Yep.
Since they did let out a very loud horn
Mm-hmm.
sound.
It's yep, you are very, very correct, Milo. Yeah, they let out a horn, like just to probably to announce their presence, which obviously, since it's also on elevated ground, it could be heard for quite a bit of ways around. You guys heard it from where sort of Ophelia's token is on the map, and apparently the local townsfolk also heard it. Good catch, Milo.
Right.
Welcome.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
So markets unusually active. People staring at the procession at the other soldiers from the bridge. So lots of activity in two places where it's unusual to be activity, but at least at the bridge you know why there's activity. If that makes sense.
Okay. Could I walk up to just a stall?
Well, you're not at the markets yet, but they're nearby. Would you like to head there?
Yeah, I would like to.
Sure. It's a very slight detour from where you're going. But a very slight
okay.
detour. It's not like the opposite direction. Up to you.
I am curious as to why it's busier than usual. Maybe it would be better to remain what's the word, inconspicuous right now. So for now, maybe.
Deli, whatever you do, you'll not be inconspicuous with that smell.
Oh yeah.
We just
okay.
talked about.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'd like to go back to the market maybe after we finish what we're doing. If that's, I mean, what do you guys think?
Yeah,
I mean, we have to go there anyway, don't we? So
Yeah.
because of so okay, yeah, ignore me.
Yeah,
Literally ignore me.
I have to go to the market anyway. I don't really mind whether it is the one in this village or in the village where the inn of Lady Ophelia is.
Okay. Epic. In that case, yeah. Let's go. I mean, in that case, Muninn would walk towards the current objective.
Yeah. Let's go.
The estate of Andronikos Palace, above board, one of the estates of the fellow, because you'd met him at an entirely different village where he also invited you to his estate. Rich person.
Okay.
Which also means it's questionable if you actually find him there or if it's just one of his places. And either way, you guys make your way there, trying to... Yeah, I think... Anghel, can I get a careful from you to see if you notice something? It would be a fairly difficult roll, I'll say.
Ooh, okay. Careful.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
I guess his attention is on, I don't know.
The
Maybe he's a
objective.
little bit like, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. This estate of Andronikos Palas is on a very slight hill. Not even really enough to call it a hill, but it's definitely elevated enough to at least give a slight sense of towering over the other neighboring houses. Because, you know, as you should, if you're richer than everyone else, apparently. You see that there are guards at the entrance. And I should mention, it's a big estate. It's not just the house. It also has several adjacent houses and buildings. It is enclosed as far as you can see from all sides. Emphasis on as far as you can see. And at the entrance, you see the guards shouting at someone and like directing them towards the market, it seems. That person nods quickly and rushes there, and then another person comes from the estate, and the guards are once again shouting at them for something.
The guards outside the estate
Yep.
are shouting at people who come from the estate? Okay.
Yep.
Maybe they're telling them to check out what's going on.
Shrug.
No, but why would they do that? I don't know.
Well, one was sent towards the market.
Yeah.
The other one, I don't know where. But yeah, we'll probably at some point find out.
If you want to try to listen in from a distance, feel free to give me a careful. But obviously, if you get closer, you can probably hear better. But you'd also be noticed, obviously. Up to you guys how you want to approach the situation.
I would try to listen in what the people are shouting.
Give me
Me too.
yeah, careful from both of you.
Be careful. Oh my god. I mean, this
like
is the objective. What's going on?
Seems like you can't be careful today.
I also did very poorly.
What is going on?
You guys are distracted by another loud horn that you hear from the soldiers, Anghel and Muninn at least. Miroslav can't quite make it out from this distance. The best I can tell you is it seems the guards are giving out some kind of orders or instructions. But that's kind of obvious, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we'll have to...
Unless you guys want to spend fate points, obviously. Go ahead.
I guess we'll have to go closer.
Yeah.
Is there any point where we, can go closer but not be spotted yet?
There are plenty of houses you can sort of hide behind, but above board, sort of regardless of your approach, it would probably require a sneaky roll versus the guards. Careful.
Right. Okay, who has a good sneaky?
We had that conversation.
Yeah, we did. We covered that already.
Yeah, it would be me.
Okay.
But not
The guards
really.
do not seem to be dogs.
Okay.
Okay. Can we assist somehow? How can you assist?
Of course you can. I would just ask you to explain how.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. If we're tiptoeing, is that helpful?
I would say no. In fact, you're probably gathering more attention.
I mean, that would be a diversion from Muninn, I guess. If we split up first.
Sheesh.
But I don't know if we want to risk it.
Yeah, maybe we should just approach them. But what are we even doing? To be honest,
No,
do we have a plan?
I meant I don't know if we should risk them seeing us.
Oh, okay.
Since we
Right.
do want to get into the estate and rescue our friend or close
Oh
to
god,
the
we
estate,
have to
I don't
sneak
know.
in. So
Yeah.
maybe we do need to come up with a distraction while someone sleeps inside or something.
Alternatively, you can go up to them and say, "Hey, there's a person buried in your backyard. Can we go and get them?" That would go over well.
I
I'm
guess.
sure they would love to hear that.
They'd be like, "How do you know that?" That's a bit suspicious.
Among many other questions.
Yeah.
I think they would just like, yeah. How do you know that? Yeah, because that means
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
either framed them or I don't know.
Could
I don't know what.
Muninn could, because they stink. Maybe Muninn could ironically be the distraction that everyone's sort of that we're thinking about.
Yeah, except their sneaky is the best. So that's
Yeah.
funny.
That's true. Oh, this is tough. But a distraction would be really good, I think.
Yeah, but what kind of distraction?
Yeah. So I was gonna say, this family is a rival of Ophelia.
And her family, yes.
Yeah. So. Maybe should we cause commotion? No, I was gonna say, could we cause commotion in the town square, and then that would cause these guards and stuff to be like, "What's going on over there?" But then probably not. They probably wouldn't care.
I don't.
I guess a small reminder that there's no like central police force, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Each noble has like their own retinue, or maybe the prince hires some soldiers for a particular task, but there's no organized police force.
Okay.
I have a stunt.
Hmm?
I'm not sure how to use it though. Like in this situation. Basically, once per session, Anghel can avoid conflict or gain important information by being dismissed as stupid or unimportant.
Yeah. That would definitely help you.
Yeah, the question is what, like...
You
like,
could.
what it covers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be generous because it's your stunt. Like generous with what it covers.
Like, I'm wondering if, like, just to gain information about what they were saying, but that's not important enough, I feel.
Well,
I mean, maybe it could be, but I don't know.
Hypothetically, just say you use your stunt to, I don't know, get up in the guards' faces and they ignore you because it's your stunt. Just as a hypothetical, you'd obviously hear their conversation, probably some of what's happening inside the estate, and whatever else is nearby.
Okay, but it's not like you can't just sneak inside the estate with that stuff, right?
Let me check the wording on it.
Yeah, I don't
Can
think
avoid
so.
conflict or gain important information. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about sneaking. It says about avoiding conflict.
So, like, he doesn't have conflict with the guards. He just avoids it and goes straight for inside.
Maybe.
I'd allow it.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean Muninn and Miroslav can get through Angel's stunt. But yeah, for Angel, I'd allow it.
No, I mean, I think I can go in, find Rebuff, get out.
Yeah.
And then we'll
I-
figure out the rest after or something.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
What about your posse? I would ask.
They'll stay behind. I mean,
Fair. I'll admit, I did not expect this part of the session to go with just one player sneaking in or barging in or whatever, but sure.
is it bad?
I can see arguments for it being good or bad, but obviously I can't go into detail. You guys decide.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
I'm scared now.
Could I
Okay, fine.
I was wondering, I've got a stunt as well. There's a load of commotion going on. Can we see the bannered guard soldiers from here?
Yep.
I was wondering, Muninn could lie and say those guys are coming for this estate with the stunt. You should go after them.
Mm.
That's a big distraction.
They're obligated to accept your lies, not your orders.
Okay. Oh, I could just walk in and say like, so Angel.
I need to do something. It's like,
Yeah. So Anghel, you sneak in. I walk in with my Jedi mind trick and say I'm expected to be here. Let me in.
okay.
And then I don't know about Milo and Miroslav. Milo can keep watch.
Oh, that's sad.
I feel bad.
Miroslav would like try to like go around,
Okay.
see if there's a way in from the back.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Sure.
That sounds good. Should we all look around to see if there's a way to go through the back anyway, just in case?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's do it.
I mean, if you two go in the way you decided to, we would have at least definitely 2 people in. If we go around and get caught, maybe no one gets in. If I go around alone, and I get caught, well, that sucks. But there's no, not necessarily any connection they would make from me to you guys.
Not necessarily.
To be fair, Show&Tell and Deli don't have to use their stunts at the front gate. There's no requirement that says you may only use this at the front gate.
Yeah, no, but
That's true. So, like, we can all
Yeah.
we can.
enter from the back but if there's no.
I mean, you can still use them to get in. Then, even if we get seen.
Yeah.
Because, well, one is, oh, this person is unimportant, we ignore them, and the other one is, come up with a lie, they will believe it.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
yeah. But yeah,
Oh,
sure.
it's funny how.
We can go around.
Okay, let's try it.
Yeah.
Going around to... Go ahead.
I'm just wondering, is it like I don't know how to imagine it. Like, if Anghel is going with the posse, is it going to be very noticeable? Like,
Well,
going around.
how as noticeable as a fat man constantly drinking and a sickly horse are. You don't have the fairies with you. That's something.
Okay, I guess. Okay, fine. Let's just go then.
Sure. Like circling around the estate to look for alternate entrances won't require a rope, but it will take a little bit of time. That right with everyone?
Yep.
Sure. I mean, I don't know if Rebub's alright with it, but we don't.
Rebub? Always thirsty.
No, I meant Rebub because he's dying.
Okay.
But okay.
Yeah.
As you do. Going around the estate, you see that it is enclosed from most angles. Though I should mention that enclosing isn't really a big thing. It's mostly just to like wall off, hey, this is my house, nobody approaches. But it's not a big thing to enclose. Like it's a thing only for noble people's houses. Poor people don't enclose their houses. Fields are not enclosed. It's just a rare thing that some fancy rich folk do. And this place is only mostly enclosed, as you see that the back of the estate, which leads into the open fields, is not enclosed, because the back of the estate is where the servants and the slaves live. So the back of the estate has a little servant and slave village, so to say, where people obviously work either in the estate itself or in the nearby fields, which are presumably the property of this nobleman. And they're not enclosed because it would be a pain to constantly watch over people like the slaves and the servants who are making their way constantly back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
And obviously nobody's like, I don't know, no respecting political rival of this nobleman would ever sneak their way through the slave village.
Can we pass off as slaves, or like, do we? I mean, not just like.
We could just walk.
Yeah.
And see what happens. Let's walk in and see what happens. Because we've got our way. We got our vices, don't we? Well, not vices. Sorry, that's completely not the right word. But you know what I'm talking about. We got our.
You
plan.
You got your stunts, and I got my.
Yeah,
heritage.
that's true. That's true.
Can I?
Okay, that could work.
Could my lie? I was wondering, Teeironor, could my lie count for Milo and me, or Miroslav and Muninn, because the lie would be like, oh, we're supposed to be here, and by that extent, would that work for Anghel too? Do you think?
Dely, with the way your stunts worded, you can, you can implicate an entire nation if you want.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Because your stunt says, yeah, I'm gonna tell a lie that's gonna be believed. Doesn't specify, oh, the lie only has to affect me or whatever.
Okay.
That's nice. So maybe I can save my stunt for later or something.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let's try that.
I don't know why that was not what the... Like, I didn't think of that straight away.
Nobody did.
No. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Should we walk through?
Yeah.
Well,
let's do it.
If you're just walking through, can I get your sneakies? And I have a difficulty in mind for each of you, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, not bad. Anghel's pretty good.
Ooh.
Miroslav, nobody even bats an eye in your direction. It's almost like, because of your ethnicity, it's almost not a surprise that you're here, if that makes sense.
I guessed as much, yeah.
Someone says, like, where have you been? Oh, I'm kidding.
Anghel, you also nonchalantly make your way through. Always thirsty, and the horse, like, normally they look a bit odd, but you walk with such confidence of like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be here, and so does always thirsty, who doesn't mind the danger, and the horse dutifully follows along. That anyone who might glance at you just assumes, oh yeah, this probably just another servant bringing in a oddly sickly horse or whatever. Well, not servant, but two servants, but you know what I mean. And oh, that servant is probably dipping a little into the master's wine. That's not a good thing, but not my business to tell them otherwise.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Muninn, you get stares and people giving you a wide berth. You are very, very obviously noticed.
Okay. but not apprehended.
For the moment, because it's only slaves noticing you.
Okay, that's not bad. I don't mind.
I think one of the slaves would say, probably like a younger person, would yell out in the Doma language, which only Miroslav speaks. Hey, mister, is that stinky person worth fleecing?
What did they
Who's
say?
who's the
Muninn would
mister?
say
I as a person didn't understand right now.
So, a younger slave yelled at Miroslav in the Domi language, the language of the slaves. Hey, Miroslav, doesn't know Miroslav's name, but just saying that for convenience's sake. Is the stinky person with you, Muninn, worth fleecing?
Leasing?
As in, like, stealing from, right? Like pickpocketing.
Oh,
And-
fleecing. Okay. I didn't hear. Okay.
Miroslav would be like, not really. Can't you smell that? He doesn't even bath.
What the hell?
You can't understand it. He's
Yeah.
shouting back in Domi.
Also, to be fair, very, very few people bathe, so that's not a deterrent.
Yeah,
Milo.
but no, but by the amount that Muninn smells, I'd guess it would be still.
May I get a sneaky or flashy from you, Milo?
Could I
let's-
wait, Milo, before we do that, could I assist because I'm so stinky?
Sure.
Or
Okay.
maybe it would be more like can't you smell that he drank all his money away?
Oh,
Like-
that's really sad.
Oh, okay. But it
But-
makes more sense.
That does
that
make
might
sense,
make
though.
more sense, I guess.
Mhm.
Definitely a
That-
sneaky roll then.
That's actually quite clever, to be fair.
I would prefer clever, but it's sneaky.
Yeah.
With also Munin's assist, it passes the difficulty check, and the kid just says something or like bad luck and buzzes off somewhere else. But this incident makes it clear that Miroslav and Anghel will probably be able to pass through. Muninn won't.
Okay. Muninn would ask Miroslav, like, what were you two talking about? What did they say?
Miroslav would like think for a moment and be like, I just told them to leave you alone since they thought you looked a bit too wealthy to be here.
I see. Okay. Well, I guess my clothes do look a bit sort of expensive for this place. I mean, my clothes are from Brightland, after all. Muninn would say.
Okay.
Can I get a sneaky from you, Muninn?
Wait, why?
You mentioned a buzzword that might attract attention.
Oh, damn! Oh, damn, I can't go back now without metagaming. Oh, damn! I got a 6 anyway.
Carry on.
Nice.
Awesome. I wish I got that for something more important. Okay. Well, as long as they, I would say, as long as they leave us alone, I'm sure we can get past anyone else we meet in here. I'm surprised you two managed. Would say I'm surprised you two aren't getting noticed at all, really, especially with. And then Muninn would look to always thirsty.
always first he would look back, still like he's mid-drink, pauses a second, then continues drinking.
Yeah. Him.
Miroslav would just look at you like, well, you do know my heritage.
Oh. And then Muninn would right. Muninn would feel like kind of guilty a little bit and would be like, oh, well, not guilty, but you know what I mean, like embarrassed maybe. And be like, right, yeah, of course. And anyway, I guess let's make the most of this, and let's get out of here while we're not being apprehended. And then like Muninn would like.
Okay.
Sorry, go on.
I just wanted. By the way, just wanted to ask. We don't know where Rebob is, like on the estate.
You're correct.
That's a good point.
I think that Muninn knows.
I don't think I. No, I don't. I actually don't because
Yeah. I know, but Miroslav thinks you know. Let's say it like that.
Oh, right. I see. Sorry.
Wait, what? I'm so confused. What?
Miroslav just knows that Muninn said he knows where
Oh, okay. I see.
Rebob is. So Miroslav thinks Muninn knows where exactly we have to go.
But they don't know. I guess actually before that's a good point. With my elvish eyes, could I look around to see anything suspicious?
Give me careful.
To see if it's okay. I really doubt it would be. Oh, okay, well, 3. So
With a 3, you don't see much that is suspicious in this. Like, slave village isn't the right term, but I'll use it just for simplicity's sake. This collection of dwellings that servants and slaves use, I guess. You don't see anything suspicious other than there's an unusual level of activity. Like in most of these sort of slave villages, again, for lack of a better term, it's just okay. Wake up, go to work. So it should be mostly empty around this time of day. Then come back in the evening. Now it's unusually active, and there are people around, and there are people like coming back and forth from the estate and the fields. So there's something going on at the estate.
Okay. Well,
as you do that, I think you spot 2 younger slaves playing around, and they, in their like casual play, they seem to be coming in your direction. Do you react in any way?
I guess Muninn would be wary and say like, although I don't know if that's metagaming. What did Miroslav say earlier when they were like, "Oh, what's going on? Like, what are they talking about?"
Miroslav just said that Muninn looked a bit too wealthy to be here, and he asked to leave him alone.
So okay, they would. I feel like they would kind of. Muninn would. Because my first thought IRL was like, damn, these kids are gonna steal my wallet or something. So Muninn would like look wary and be like, they would like hold on to their valuables.
Sure.
Which is really horrible, like out of context.
It sort of fits the stereotype, I guess.
I guess. And they would say like, well, no, they don't want to draw attention to themselves, so they wouldn't say anything.
The kids meander in your direction, then suddenly like have this like startled reaction and veer off, and one of them, let's say the girl, yells out in the Domi language, the language of the slaves, "Ew, this person smells like mom."
Oh, that's
Oh.
horrible.
What? Oh shit. Okay.
And they run away from you.
Okay.
But you garner more attention. You're
God
clearly
damn it.
you stand out like a sore thumb, Muninn.
Okay. Moon would say, look, we need to sort of get a shift on. Like, let's go before the smell garners more attention. And then they would like try and I feel like they would if they didn't have their hood already up, they would like put it up and then like wrap their shawl or cowl or whatever like around themselves, like to try and like hold in the stench, even though that doesn't work, I imagine.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we just continuing on? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Munin's
go.
eyes briefly glow white.
Why? What's happening?
because he's being they are being talked to.
Yeah.
Okay, but what about?
Uh
Okay, fine.
nothing. Muna would probably look around, notice everyone's like looking at them and say like, oh, it's only advice for myself. It's not to do with the mission. Or, I mean, it could.
I
it
would
could
say
be.
it was said in a very like arrogant and condescending tone.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
I'm fine saying this out loud. But Dely, what do you
I mean,
think?
yeah, maybe Moonin would like start scratching their beard, and they would say like, maybe I should shave this off. Like,
Okay. Anghel rolls his eyes.
Miroslav would I'm guessing Miroslav would notice Munin's eyes glowing.
yeah.
And would probably say like, at least while we're trying to not garner attention, try to close your eyes when Excelsius is talking to you.
Mm.
You do not need to stand out even more.
Right. I'll try and keep that in mind.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Well, and then Moonin would like pull their hood down a little bit more, and then just say like, "Come on, like, let's just carry on."
Yeah, let's.
Sure. As you guys carry on, you hear a very loud voice shouting in Domi, so only Miroslav understands. What the hell is that smell? Did someone die in here?
Oh, damn.
It's... I think you would notice that it's coming from a very, very tall man. That does not look like a Domi, so it's probably an overseer, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Moon would probably say like, I don't often say this, but I feel like I might need to stay out of this one. I'm not exactly the most inconspicuous person in the room right now, or not in the room, but you know what I mean.
Did you hear me, you filthy slaves? Did you kill someone? Did you rob and kill someone? Come out here, you worthless wretches! And the slaves begin to gather before the overseers. The overseers,
Oh.
singular.
Okay. Above board, are we not using the stunt then?
I can see how it could help, but I could also see how being here at all wouldn't be very helpful. What do you think?
Wait, are all of the slaves going towards the overseer?
Those in earshot.
Are we like in line of sight of the overseer?
You have seen him, because he's shouting. He hasn't seen you yet, but he's looking around.
Okay. I would turn to Anghel and Muninn and be like, we should hurry away from here.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean,
But where are we going though?
towards
Away
another
from
part.
the overseer and
Yeah.
somewhere where he can't see us.
Oh, okay. So we're hiding like right now.
I would just lead them, if possible, like somewhere around a corner or behind something, so we are out of eyesight where the overseer could see us.
Yeah.
Won't other slaves like say that they saw us?
Let's
could
hope
do.
not.
Yeah, let's hope not. They could do,
Okay.
but then again, it's like if they have to catch us before they question us.
Okay, yeah, I
guess.
guess we can't do anything about it. Okay.
Then, Milo, can I get your sneaky because you're leading everyone, but also Muninn, I would require your sneaky as well because you stand out for different reasons.
I would use my.
Well, before you use anything, I also need to
Okay.
roll for the overseer, so maybe the overseer will get a worse roll. You never know. But Muninn, can you also roll for me, please?
A sneaky, yes. There we are. I got a 2.
The overseer got a 1. A poor roll as well, but
Yeah, but I still. Could I use my trouble? Since it's don't be as enslaved again. Like I'm very motivated to not be caught by the overseer.
I think that's.
Hmm.
I think.
Since he
Oh,
would notice that I'm not a slave from here, probably. Or possibly.
yeah, makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Sorry, apparently I just got news that there was an earthquake that I missed, and
Oh.
like I got several concerned calls from my dad and a message.
Oh,
Yeah,
Let me real brief reply to.
no worries.
okay.
So it wasn't big then. I assume.
I got concerned calls today as well because we have some a bit of flooding here. But
Oh my god.
it's not too bad.
Okay, I replied. I'm sorry about that.
No worries, no worries.
That's all good.
Apparently it was a decently big one. I think I was asleep anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, so yes, Milo, you may use a fate point. I already removed it from you to improve your roll. Yep, you guys managed to hide away as the overseer is just yelling at the slaves, like accusing random ones. Did you kill someone? And like accusing someone. I know you brought in that gambler that one time. Did you kill someone again? Like yelling at random people. One of the the kids that ran into Muninn is wants to say, no, there was this one person. Did you bring in someone to kill them? And they just don't get a word in, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay,
makes
well,
sense.
dude.
That's very convenient for us.
That's what I counted on.
Okay.
Okay, so do we continue?
Yeah, I would like to.
Yes.
Probably for the best to move, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Could No, I was gonna say. No, it's okay. I wanted to make it like an advantage somehow, but I didn't actually think of a way to do it before speaking. So, never mind.
I mean, if you think of a way, now's your opportunity.
Okay. I'll think. I'll see if I think of something else.
Well,
Yeah.
I need to put a map on screen and rearrange some like the tokens and such. So while I do that, feel free to think and obviously discuss among yourselves.
Okay.
Okay.
Um.
How are we going about this? Like, how are we going to find?
Rebob, it's a good question. I don't know. It's I mean, I could ask. I mean, Muninn could ask Cassius again, but like, I don't see him telling me because he didn't tell me last time.
I mean, he gave you some information, so you never know.
Did you ask specifically? I mean,
Yeah, I feel like if I'm not told, I sometimes have to ask specifically. Yeah, like I'm like, hey, where is this thing? And
I mean, it also makes sense, like, not to tell. I mean, like when we're at the place to be like, okay, where exactly, you know?
yeah.
Like, hopefully that can help.
I hope so too, and I think I do have a way of convincing Cassius
I'm listening.
because it's like,
Okay.
I thought you said about the advantage thing. Go ahead.
oh no, not the advantage thing. I was thinking like, although no, I'll just tell Cassius when the time comes. I think, but I think I do have a way of convincing him that makes sense. But yeah, like I said, I'll say it when it's relevant. if you know what I'm talking about.
Sure thing.
Okay.
So, as you guys make your way through the slave village, you come across some, I guess, what would count as shallow graves, as you may see on the map. Would you like to try to excavate them, if that makes sense, or what's your approach here?
It's like those rectangles, like
Yeah, I'm guessing.
what's the approach? I mean, how shallow is it? Is it like,
Give me a careful.
let's see. Oh my god, I'm telling you, careful is just out to get me.
I would like to see how shallow they are.
What the hell?
I would like to see if they look like they've been closed recently.
Also
that's
give me a
good.
careful.
Yeah.
That's a good way to
Yeah.
Yes to Miroslav's question. Muninn, to your
all of them?
Yeah. Muninn, based on your sharp elven eyes, you determine these are too small to fit a person. It's probably trash or some kind of animal.
Okay.
Okay.
Muninn would say, Muninn would let everyone know, like, oh, Rebob almost definitely isn't here. These graves are too small. Unless he's been cut up into pieces.
Oh my god. Is he supposed to be still alive? No.
Yeah. Muninn would say it half jokingly. They'd be like, yeah, but I mean, that's not impossible, I guess.
Anga's not laughing.
Well,
Very
let's
pointedly.
hope that we find him in one piece.
Yeah. I think this wherever he's buried is probably better like hidden anyway. If you know what I mean.
Anghel signs maybe closer to the main estate. To the main, I don't know, main house. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
You guys should have control of your tokens if and when you decide to move around. Okay.
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 Oh, so we're already at the shallow graves, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah, there's some where we are, and there's some around the other houses.
I see.
Oh yeah, I can see you. Yeah, there's some there. There's some there. Some there.
And one here.
Could I move behind this place and then here?
Sure.
I feel like I'm moving a little bit quick, actually, so I'll go back and wait for you guys.
Might be for the best. As you approach, you don't need to roll careful for this. There's definitely something going on at the estate. Like you hear raised voices, shouts. I would require a careful to determine like what exactly is going on. It will be easier for Muninn though, because it's happening in a language that Muninn speaks, while Anghel and Anghel and Miroslav don't. If that makes sense.
Okay, that's good to know. In that case, I would like to know what they're talking about.
Yeah, we'll try as well.
Muninn.
Oh, damn.
Muninn, eyes on the goal, on the shallow grave you see over there.
Okay.
Miroslav, you've been a like say a servant long enough, and yeah, this is the host of the estate is almost certainly holding some kind of party for some important guests.
That's good to know.
A lot of important guests from the sound of it.
Okay. When you said raised voices, you just meant like not like angry voices.
No.
Well, I don't just mean angry voices.
Okay.
Yeah, Miroslav would tell the others there seems to be some kind of party going on or being in preparation with the host of the estate and also a lot of other important people.
Alright, well, at least people won't be too eager to leave the estate and bump into us then. Fingers crossed.
Also distracted
Yes, yeah.
by the party.
Can I get a clever from any one of you to see if you realize something?
Yes. Would. No.
Muninn and Miroslav definitely realize it. The only reason there aren't servants or slaves going back and forth where you guys are at specifically is because the overseer is currently yelling at them. When the overseer is done, servants and slaves will come back to go through the place where you guys are at, if that makes sense.
Okay, that does make sense.
So we need to move.
Yeah, we need to hurry.
We should move, yes.
And also, hypothetically, if you find Rebob, does that would you take Rebob back through the same place you came from? If that makes sense.
Probably not. I don't know about you guys, but probably not.
I mean, if Muninn can use their stunt.
Yeah, Muninn could say this one's had too much to drink. With taking
Or something.
Yeah.
Or it's a bag of trash, or I don't know what.
I guess it kind of depends how badly Rebob is wounded.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. We'll see if and when we find him. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
First, we need to find him, though.
Yeah. Should we?
All right.
Go...
Should we split, or should we?
Muninn's charging ahead.
Yeah. I don't mind. That's not a bad idea. I don't mind splitting, to be fair. But
Okay.
But obviously, what happens when one of us gets caught and the other two don't? We should probably just stick together for now.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just go together then.
Okay. Awesome. So could I? Sorry, go on.
As you rush behind this servant dwelling and peek around the corner, so to say, you do see someone like one of the say noble guests, although it's hard to make out who they are, like what nationality they are, etc. Currently over at this place, the stables, apparently yelling at some servants. And there's also I'll just draw something on screen. Lots of servants going back and forth between these two buildings.
Okay.
Okay.
We would point here and say let's try not to cross that if we can help it.
Miroslav would nod and.
Okay.
So
let's start. Should we start with the closest gravestones? Or are we?
This one, yeah.
I'd like to look at these, yeah.
Give me a sneaky, please.
Oh no.
All of us?
Whomever is going there. So if all of you are going, then yes, all of you.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh,
There's that.
it's not me.
Oh, it's all of us.
Well, yeah, it's all of you because
Oh fuck.
random servant number 20 got a 5.
God.
Okay.
I imagine since Miroslav failed so miserably, maybe he's the first one the servant spots, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. I probably stumbled over something and made a noise, I guess.
Yeah, I think
But just the servant noticed? Like just this one servant?
for
For
now.
now?
For now.
Yeah. Okay.
I think as you guys approach the grave, you think you're being sneaky, but Anghel and Muninn, you're snapping branches, you're making your way through shrubbery in a very suspicious manner, and Miroslav, you trip over something and you fall and you feel a stabbing motion, stabbing sensation as you hear like a pot shattering underneath you, and it's a very loud
Oh,
noise.
Oh no.
And you see several servants. I'll put a generic token on screen, just staring at you like, what the hell? Whom should it be? Yeah, I'll just use this generic token.
Okay.
They're sort of, let's say, here-ish, just staring at you guys, and obviously at Miroslav as well. Like jaws agape, like they're definitely not sure what to do at the moment.
Okay.
Shit. What should we do? I don't think it's worth. I don't think it's worth stunting right now. What do you
So
think?
what we're gonna do though?
Wait, so I stumbled over a vase that was standing there.
You're not sure what the vase was doing because it's broken now. Feel free to give me a clever to speculate, but yes, you stumbled over a vase and broke it in your fall, and it hurt you a little bit. With that clever, hard to tell, probably trash. You're not sure.
Oh shit. What should we do? Should we? Muninn would look to Miroslav and say, like, Miroslav, try and convince him that we're part of the party.
Maybe you can lie and say something like, I don't know how to say it. Like if you, I don't know. Like,
What?
like to kind of convince them not to tell on us, and then it can affect like the whole stay, you know, like it would be bad for them if they tell on us to someone, like that they need to keep it secret for some reason.
Yeah. That's good.
I'm thinking of what Miroslav would say.
I should also mention, as you can see now on the map, they're not very close to you, so for them to hear you might have to shout.
Shit.
So
Or not shout, but at least speak loudly
Yeah.
and risk getting discovered again.
This is tough.
But he
Maybe
has
we can
seen
kind of-
all of us, right?
Yeah,
What?
yes, they can see all of you, particularly Miroslav, but all of you, yes.
maybe we can do like, okay, I don't know, like a come here motion, but I don't know if they'll listen.
Yeah.
I mean, how
Let's
many
do
of
it.
them are there?
2.
2?
So I guess I'll put an extra token, but yes, 2.
Yeah. Should we? That's a good idea. Should we? So Muninn would probably, or one of us at least, definitely should. But I feel like Muninn looking at them would go like do the shush motion, and be like come here, like.
Give me a flashy Muninn.
Oh, maybe Anghel should do that. Can he? Like, can we decide that Anghel does something? Because he has a
you
bit of
guys tell me.
flashy.
You guys tell me.
Okay. I would definitely say yes, Angel, do it. I just wasn't sure if it was too late because I had already said it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm wondering. It's
mean,
okay.
Since Muninn would probably try to get as little attention on themselves as possible, it would make more sense that Anghel does it.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, I'm okay. I hope.
Okay.
Is the 3 good enough?
Yes, the difficulty I had in mind is 2.
Yay!
Nice.
It's not a great success. I think one of them will stay. They look at each other, like unsure
Okay.
what's going on. One of them will stay behind just in case they need to like run to get help, and one will cautiously approach. He appears to be holding a tray in hand, filled like not filled, but in the tray there is bread, white bread. That's a luxury bread.
Okay. Muninn would say,
Above board. Sorry, question. The stunt only works on those who listen, like hear Muninn say the lie.
Let me
yeah.
check. Yeah, almost certainly. So word of mouth wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see a way in which the stunts wording would. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that's risky.
So. Yeah. Okay. Muninn would ask Miroslav, assuming that these people only speak Domi. Muninn would ask Miroslav, like, tell them not to spoil the surprise and that you're like new staff or something.
Just a bit of above board, like world building info. Most of the slaves also speak the local Rimlen language because they need to understand orders.
Oh shit.
So feel free to like take back your words if you're fearing being overheard.
I don't mind. Other than maybe I'll rephrase it a little bit if it's okay. So Muninn would say it in a way that is like less suspicious. Just say like, oh, like can you like tell like Muninn would say to Miroslav, can you tell them that they don't say anything because it will ruin the surprise and you're a new worker because to because to them it could be like, oh, Muninn doesn't know that this weird stranger doesn't know that we also speak Rima. Like, does that make sense? Potentially, anyway. But anyway, Muninn would say that to Miroslav.
Yeah.
All the while, always first he's drinking in the background.
What? Okay. What?
Muninn would poke Miroslav like.
Though. My brain is blanking right now a bit on how to word it. So. Or how to make it seem the least suspicious. Let's say it like that.
Okay.
Because I don't quite understand what you mean by surprise.
I guess Muninn would elaborate. Maybe if Miroslav looks a little bit like confused, Muninn will elaborate and say like, tell them that we know the people like hosting the party and it's a surprise because I traveled here from a faraway place or something.
Muninn would say like
Do you mean Miroslav?
Miroslav would say like the Mister has been invited, but hasn't been let in since
He drank a lot.
yeah, he drank a bit too much before the party.
Muninn can't object to that because they don't understand it. That's what they meant.
I don't know though if that's a good thing, because why would they allow a drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and,
I mean,
but
if they weren't allowed in, like
Yeah.
Muninn, then
yeah, but Miroslav would like also be like, yeah, he was invited, and he came from very far away.
Give me a sneaky, but for reasons I cannot tell you because it will be a spoiler.
Completely fair.
Well, for reasons I cannot tell you, the difficulty is higher, just because
Okay.
some
Oh.
specific words you said don't fit with
Oh,
what's
damn.
actually going on, if that makes sense.
oh shit!
Oh no.
But you got a good sneaky roll. So,
Yay!
so this servant will say, looks at Muninn awkwardly, looks at Miroslav, says Endomi, they showed up drunk. Do they want to get killed?
Oh. Interesting.
What's happening?
They
Why is that?
And yes, the fact that
Miroslav
you, yeah.
Miroslav would just say, to be quite honest, I'm not sure.
Well, we're gonna have to clean it up if their blood's on the floor. So fuck off. Don't care who you are.
Yes.
All right.
We will, and yeah, I will make sure they get out of here, not leaving a mess for you.
So
Okay, that didn't work.
Muninn would be nodding like, yes, whatever Miroslav is saying. It's definitely true.
Oh boy.
the servant looks mildly surprised at the implication that Muninn might understand their language, but shakes his head and says, "So don't let the caramels see them or smell them for that matter. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see you. So fuck off already."
Thank you. And Miroslav would like tell Muninn and Anghel we should leave,
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
and motion for them to like go away from the main building. So basically, like this direction.
Okay.
I think that is the main building, right?
This one would be the main
Yeah.
building.
Yeah. So we're trying to like walk away from that one.
Yeah.
Feel
that
free
makes sense.
to give me, I guess, a clever to speculate. I want this building, maybe. Sorry.
Sure. It's a
Oh,
5.
wow. Miroslav.
Okay, I'm not even gonna try.
It
Yeah.
I'm
depends.
wondering.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the caramel probably won't go to the kitchen since
Yeah, they're the guests. They don't
Yeah,
cook their own food.
exactly.
Yeah. That makes sense.
and the smell from the kitchen would probably at least mask it more than any other part, because there's also smell coming out, I would guess.
Wait, but we
Okay.
didn't know that the caramel were here, right?
Nope.
Yeah, but I know.
Yeah, Miroslav knows.
Oh, of course, right.
Miroslav knows because they
well-
told him.
Yeah.
I think Anghel and Muninn, feel free to give me clevers because the word caramel is like,
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. That maybe you can catch up.
Yeah.
I can't on the word.
Muninn catches it.
Anghel
Okay,
does.
I'm not a mess.
Muninn would say the caramel are here?
Yes.
Anghel, I think that -1 in clever warrants me handing you a compel.
Huh!
Okay.
Specifically, let me check. Your anxious and distrustful carving wood helps aspect. You look around, you're very, very uneasy about the situation as the servant walks away, and they look like they're walking away, and you think to yourself, I need something to calm me down. The street next to me looks like it has some quality bark. Yeah, I'll rip some off to carve something because I'm feeling uneasy. What say you to this compel?
Okay, why not?
Sure.
This is Angel's equivalent of like smoking a cigarette just down
Yeah.
Yeah, but like in the middle of a shopping center or something.
Yeah. Sound like the frozen food aisle.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
And you have to rip it from this tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I try to keep him from it?
Well, Anghel is compelled to do it, so Anghel will feel, yeah, I have to do this. Miroslav, of course, you can try to stop Anghel, but Anghel feels, yeah, that's my number one goal at the moment.
Okay.
Good luck, Miroslav.
Actually, I think Miroslav might even let him.
Yeah.
Since he doesn't garner that much attention. He's more like trying to get to Muninn out of smell range
Yeah.
of the people.
This is going great.
Yeah.
He would, however, gesture towards Anghel like, dude, there's a time and place.
And also Anghel has 2 people with him. Well, 1 plus a horse.
We would say, bless him, he gets so stressed.
Wait, so did Anghel do it though, or did it?
Well, let's see. So, yeah, this overwhelming feeling comes over you, Anghel, and you look at this tree, you realize, yeah, this has some good quality stuff. What do you do to secure wood? Do you like try to climb it to rip off a branch? Do you rip off some of the bark? What's your approach?
Can you reach like not climb it, but can you reach like a branch that's pretty low and try to rip it off?
Give me a careful.
Careful has not been.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, there are branches that are low enough for you to rip off. Still would make noise, but yeah.
Let's do it, I guess. Oh God.
May I get a sneaky from you?
Oh God.
Also, just to note, Miroslav would move away from Anghel.
Sure. Feel free to position yourself where you would be when Anghel makes the loud cracking noise.
Well, I'd be after telling him like there's a time and a place. I would start walking away and also try to get Muninn to move with me.
Does Muninn move with you?
No. Muninn would
What?
Muninn would be like, no, we need to make sure he comes with us. Like, we can't just if he gets caught, then we all get caught.
Not if you're not standing with him, but okay. Fair enough.
True.
Or the one that stands out the most. Anghel will have a way to get away.
Oh, that's
probably.
true.
He has his posse that will make sure that he gets out.
All right.
Really? I don't
And
know.
I would
about
like
that.
to have the least amount of problems in here. I do not feel comfortable here, and I would like to get this done.
I will say Anghel is moving pretty quickly. I'm not sure you have time to say all this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I would just be like, he has this posse, he will still get out. I want to get you as far away from people that could smell you as possible and get this done.
Fine. All right. Let's go. Let's just go.
Sure. I imagine you'd be, let's say, just sort of hearish when Anghel makes the fatal cracking noise, so to say.
Fatal.
For lack of a better term. And with a 2 that Anghel got to just a general perception of 4, the 2 servants definitely turn again to look at Anghel, as do a bunch of other servants on this like red line, as well as the one yelling noble person that was at the stables, who yells out in the caramel language. So I guess only Muninn might understand it. Muninn, can I get a careful to see if you hear this?
Yes. There we are.
Okay, yeah, okay, you definitely do. And you hear him yell out, "Oi, Piroshka, one of your slaves is acting like a fucking monkey."
Okay.
That is rough. The only thing I feel like Muninn would like, "Psst, Anghel, like, what are you doing?"
He's carving wood.
Mm-hmm, as you do.
I guess Anghel is like, he just kind of walks away from the tree like he had nothing to do with it. Or does he have to like carve right then and there and can't act?
Probably something in between, like, I don't know, if, hypothetically speaking, if a bullet were coming your way, sure, you can stop carving. But your overwhelming urge in the face of your anxiety is to carve wood. But whether, if you perceive you're in mortal danger, sure, we can drop it for now. Do you perceive that you're in mortal danger?
I don't know. How threatening is the guy?
Looks
like,
because obviously you didn't understand what he said. He looks vexed, like another feature of this shitty establishment, so to say.
okay.
But there's a bunch of servants staring at you like, what the hell are you doing? And I think a few of them would start going in your direction, like, to stop you. For the moment, they seem to think that you're another servant that, for whatever reason, is up to mischief.
Okay. So Anghel, I mean, is it mortal danger? I don't know.
It's definitely danger, I feel.
Can I get another sneaky from you to see if something else about you is noticed?
Oh, shit. What did we say? Sneaky?
Yes, please. You got a 2, 2, or 3. Okay.
Hmm.
Then the caramel person yells, and Muninn understands this. Piroshka, he has also got a horse with him. Did he steal a horse from the stables?
Muninn would like put their head in their hands. Like, oh no.
Is Anghel like responsive? Like, I don't know what the scene is.
Miroslav would make a very "I told you it's a bad idea" gesture. Like,
like, I don't know if Anghel is like
towards
carving.
both Muninn and Anghel.
Yeah.
Like,
But only Muninn understood the words. Anghel and Miroslav just heard yelling.
yeah.
What did Muninn hear? Sorry again. Oh, the horse thing.
Yeah, like, hey, hey, Piroshka, is your servant stealing a horse?
Muninn would say to Miroslav, they think he's stealing. They think that horse isn't his. Angel's, I mean. Oh, he's gonna have to think of something good to get out of that one. Could Muninn look over here, by the way? Because I don't think we actually... The shallow grave's here, right?
One of them, yeah.
Could one of them... How... Oh, okay. Could Muninn look... Oh, yeah, of course. With, over there with my good eyes to see, like... Hey...
Yeah, give me your careful, Legolas.
Okay. 7.
Yeah, probably. With a 7, you can determine. Yeah, almost certainly just a trash pit.
Okay, good.
And which explains what the pot that Miroslav stumbled over was. Trash.
Yeah. Meaning like, I see. Okay. Could Muninn would probably walk this way, but still keep an eye on Anghel, like as they yeah.
Can I get
Miroslav as well.
a sneaky from you, Muninn? Because stinky.
Yes. A 1.
Okay. You hear from inside the kitchen, which has like open. I hesitate to say windows because there's no glass windows, not really, just holes in the wall, if that makes sense. But yeah, you hear from inside. You fucking idiot! You let the meat spoil again.
I think men would like let out a chuckle. They wouldn't help. They couldn't help it. They'd be like, like they would let out a chuckle and be like, "Oh my god!"
In what language?
Rima.
Wait.
Rima,
Oh,
okay.
I was gonna say like I chuckled in Taisky. I don't know.
No, I meant what
Yeah,
language
yeah.
they were talking in the kitchen, not in
Yeah.
what language you were chuckling.
No, I know. Still, that did make me laugh.
And I told you no alcohol for these people, and you hear a loud smack.
Ugh. I mean, I feel a little bit guilty about that. I feel, but not guilty enough.
All right, now I get it. Okay, took me
Yeah.
a while. that the caramel don't drink.
Yep.
That's why. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like Muninn would like be scratching their beard again and be like, what if I cut this off? Like, what would happen? Like, as a callback from earlier, like they would like be scratching their beard again.
Okay.
Give me a clever to see what would happen if I cut off my beard.
Okay. Could I? Would it be learned to know what would happen or not?
Yeah. Funny
Okay.
enough.
6.
Cutting your beard would almost certainly not affect your smell, just that Acesius is offended by beards.
Ah, damn it. Okay. I feel like because of the oracle thing, maybe Muninn would still be considering it though, and they would still be scratching their beard like, oh man, maybe I should cut this off.
Okay. Oh, this is happening while Anghel is in mortal danger.
Yeah.
If you mumble that or like say it, Miroslav would offer you to help you, since the beard is the one thing that he does very much take care of.
Yeah. I mean, when we get out of here, sure. Okay. Yeah. And then, I guess like, could Muninn like, for the sake of whatever, like, could Muninn look over here too?
Well, first things first. When like the caramel person yells out, "Hey, I think that guy is stealing a horse," some of the servants like definitely rush in the direction of Anghel, like, "Oh no, they don't want this to happen while on a special day." Yeah, you see servants rushing you, Anghel. They look apprehensive, unsure, but also determined to not let horse theft happen. What are you doing?
That's a good question. I think he's okay. If there, how many of them are rushing Anghel at this point?
Like half a dozen, so like 6 or so.
Okay, I I don't even know how to imagine this scenario because Anghel has been like carving wood so far. It's so weird.
If Anghel perceives no danger, always first he and the horse also don't perceive danger. Or maybe the horse does, but always first he doesn't.
I don't know what to do. What are we doing? I mean, I have either like I'm thinking one option is just to run for it.
Or you could use your stamp.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. But should I like?
I feel like it's
I
probably
guess.
not.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, it's probably like yeah. Let's do it. I'll use my stunt.
Which one?
The one where he's. I mean, okay. Just a question: is the stunt going to apply to his entire stay here?
Let me
Like,
check your wording. Once per session, he can avoid conflict or gain important for. No, it's to avoid this conflict.
Okay.
mhm.
I feel like that's still good though.
And then what though?
Well, we may not to try and convince you to use it, I guess. You may not need to use it again this session, but then, I mean, obviously,
Right.
like obviously, if you want to be cautious, like there is always the chance that you might have to, but I feel like that's quite low, right? Like,
Yeah. Okay. We'll use it. We'll use it to get out of this conflict, I guess.
So the servants still approach you, but not with the intent to potentially stop a robbery, but rather in their minds it's, it's like a new guy, we need to show him the ropes on an important day, and they approach you and like one of them puts his hand on your back and says, in the slave language so you don't understand, come on, the kitchen's this way, and another one says in Rima, no, he doesn't look like a domi. Come on, the kitchen's this way. Come on, and says to one of the other people, get the horse to the stables. Some of them should always first see a weird look. They wanted to see a guest. You get to the kitchen too. Always thirsty, keeps drinking, looks at Anghel to see what he should do.
We're going to go to the kitchens. Is that good or bad? I don't know.
It's not ideal, but it's not like the worst thing in the world, I feel.
No, I'm thinking if maybe we could like provide us with an opportunity or something. Where's the kitchen? Oh, that's the kitchen.
Correct. Correct.
As a servant, yeah, Anghel could maybe. I don't know if Anghel knows how to be a servant, but shouldn't be too hard, should it?
Yeah.
You could get close to the estate, right? Like the main estate.
Yeah. If you wanted to get in the estate, even.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Although it's getting very close to Caramel Soldiers, I don't know how much he's gonna love that. But I guess in a panic, he just kind of goes along with them, I guess.
And I assume allows his horse to be taken to the stables.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Then, do you mind if I like drag your token?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, you will be taken. I'll just put a copy of the horse token to the stables, and you'll be taken to the kitchen. And one of the slaves says, "All right, when you're in there, do whatever Chef Mishu says. Don't question him. All right. I know you're new here. Haven't seen you around here before, but it's not a good idea to question him."
Anghel nods.
One of them says, "You know, the last guy who questioned him got his arm cut off, and the arm ended up in the stew." And the other another slave says, nobody's supposed to know that. Just warning,
Anghel.
just warning the new guy.
Anghel does that, zipper thing on his mouth.
Sure. And in the courtyard, you see a familiar figure, and that you may or may not recognize.
Oh, that's the blood woman.
The blood woman,
right?
Yes. As she, the titular piroshka that was called upon, emerges from the estate with a...
Oh, fuck, she will know.
She is
Then he's
carrying
not
a large steak knife in hand, clearly
Oh, fuck.
ready to use it.
And what?
Yeah, She looks around. What's the disturbance? One of the servants comes up to her and says something to the likes of, "We have this handled, mistress," and she like lowers her blade for the moment and goes to talk about something with the other caramel soldier that called to her.
Okay, that was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why she smells like blood, because she's a butcher. What is she? What is she?
Illona detected a smell of blood from her mouth.
Oh, she eats that. Okay, she eats raw meat, I guess. I don't know what she eats.
She
Okay.
could be the cannibal that put the arm in the soup or something, or whatever.
Oh, I think so.
She does not
requested
look.
it.
She does not look like a chef, and the name
Yeah.
and the name Anghel got was more of a male name rather than a female name.
Okay.
Oh, for a second I was like, okay. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking that from the way that he talked, it seems like she's in charge of the servants or something. The slaves, I mean.
So it seems you may
Maybe
assume
I'm
that.
wrong. Because he said one of your slaves is acting like a monkey or something.
Obviously Angel did not understand that part, but
I'm talking about B, not Anghel.
Also,
I don't know what
Angel may
Anghel means.
infer that from the fact that one of the servants rushed to her to like tell her it's all right, nothing's happened.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we doing?
Well, I guess since some time has elapsed for Angel, let's check in on Miroslav and Muninn for now.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Sure. Miroslav and Muninn, you hear all this commotion going on. You get the inkling that Angel is not in immediate danger at the very least. But you also get the inkling people inside the kitchen are alerted to Muninn's smell for the moment. Thankfully, they assume it's something wrong with their stores, but it's like a warning sign that you don't have all day, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. In that case, Muninn would turn around and be like, "Wait, where did Anghel go? Never mind. Let's just hurry up and we can find him later."
Yes. That is the safest option.
Okay. And then Muninn would look here.
Okay. You reach this particular shallow grave. Feel free to give me carefuls, either one or both of you.
Okay.
You're using your eyes, Muninn?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a human-sized hole. Looks recently dug.
Oh, Muninn would start to dig with their hands, I think. Miroslav, give me a hand.
Miroslav would kneel down and also help, at least uncovering one end of it at first to see if there is a human inside and if it is rhubarb.
Oh, that's clever. I'll roll something.
Okay.
Okay. With that roll, Miroslav, you dig, and you feel something solid as you uncover the sole of a shoe.
Ooh.
Okay. Then I would go to the other end of the thing and try to uncover the head.
Yeah. You guys proceed to do so. May I get, quicks from either one of you, with the other one assisting to see how quickly you manage to do this?
Yes.
Probably assist Muninn.
Okay. Did you say you're assisting Muninn?
Yeah.
Or Miroslav? Okay, cool.
Oh, wait. It doesn't
Quick,
really matter
quick.
in which direction we do.
Yeah.
Did
Did you say quick?
Yeah, quick.
Oh.
A bit.
Okay.
Sorry.
I rolled a quick.
Sure.
That's a good quick. So.
Yeah, you are able to uncover, indeed, Rebob fairly quickly. And you see that Rebob is in a... It's hard to describe it. In basically a broken casket. So he's not suffocating on the dirt, if that makes sense. And it's broken, hence why you felt the leg and the shoe poking out, if that makes sense.
Okay. There he is. Okay. So if there's any like kind of door left, then could we like? Muninn would try and open it after we've like dug.
I was scared for a second until I realized that's probably Rebob. The token that you put to us.
Oh yeah. Oh, we've been caught.
Your assumption is correct. No roll required to open what's left of the coffin. Yeah, you open it, and Rebob is there with a very, very apparent bullet wound in the chest.
Okay. Jesus. Okay, let's oh shit. This isn't good. Muninn would say, and then they would be like, help me lift him up, like, help me lift him out of the grave.
Yeah, I would do my best to help him. Help them.
Yeah.
Muninn may get another sneaky from you because stinky.
Yes. There we are. I did press the button, but it hasn't. Oh, okay, there we are.
Yep, yeah. Yeah.
The wind direction has changed.
Probably.
Yeah.
Unironically, probably. As you dig Rebob out. I guess real brief, we perhaps ought to check in on Anghel since we're approaching our usual wrap-up time either way.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Anghel, you are shoved into the kitchen, so to say. Always Thirsty is as well. And someone like... I think someone would try to take Always Thirsty's water jugs, and he like grab it like, no, that's mine. But he'll look at Anghel to see what he should do.
Anghel kind of motions for him to let it go for now.
Always Thirsty looks dismayed, but follows Anghel's lead.
Good.
Yeah, and you hear a loud scream from inside the kitchen. Everyone does, as you see a very, very burly person, probably the chef, holding a knife in his hand, and at his feet is someone who is very, very clearly missing a few fingers. Very,
Oh
very
my god.
freshly, so to say.
What did we get ourselves into?
As he yells out, I fucking told you not to let the meat spoil, did you? And you even went and brought in alcohol again? How many times do I have to repeat it that these people don't drink? Are you all daft? As he like waves the knife around, like daring anyone to challenge him.
Oh my god.
Take this piece of human garbage away, he says to a couple of the other servants, who proceed to take their companion away. And looks at Anghel and Always Thirsty.
Okay.
Who the fuck are you? New servants for the party, says one of the other servants. Right? Looks at Anghel and Always Thirsty.
Anghel nods. Right.
I don't have time to train you people. You're on carrying duty. Come on. Take this stuff. Sheep said over to the celebration, will ya?
Stuffed what?
Sheep said.
Oh, okay. Sure. Anghel takes it.
And you looks at Always Thirsty. Take these water jugs, will you? Always Thirsty like lightens up like, ooh, water.
Anghel can't sign candy because he's carrying the thing.
I mean, Well, up to you if you want to drop it.
He's trying to convey with his eyes, don't drink it.
Give me a flash, it will be an easy roll.
Okay.
Yeah. Always thirsty. Looks once again dismayed, but follows your lead. Head chef person, still with a bloody knife in hand, says, "What the fuck are you people staring at? Get away from here already!" And he resumes cutting meat with the same knife that he just chopped off someone's fingers off with.
So nice.
I guess meat is meat.
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
And hygiene is a foreign concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are handed a plate of sheep's head stuffed. It looks... You're not even sure how you would eat this. You presume it's a rich person thing. And you see your horse stabled, and the one caramel soldier seems to be like looking at your horse and laughing. You're obviously not sure what he's saying. Piroshka, the other lady with the knife, sighs and says something in a language that you don't understand. Always thirsty, mumbles to you, "Everything according to plan, my prince?"
Anghel looks at him like, sure.
And then he confidently follows you along. As I presume you do as you're...
sarcasm. Okay.
I presume you do as you're told and take the plate inside the estate?
I guess so. I feel like we just overcomplicated everything, but okay.
Sure. Inside the estate, as soon as you enter, I'll move your token around if you don't mind. You find yourself in a big hallway with stairs and paths going to different rooms, as well as to a sort of inner courtyard. Feel free to give me a careful to get an indication of where you ought to go. Yeah, you hear like party noises and servants like rush back and forth from that direction. So you know to head to basically same floor to your left, basically to where you would presume the dining room is at.
Okay. So he does so.
And as you head inside, you find yourself in a room filled with caramel soldiers. Feel free to give me like a careful to notice details about them if you'd like.
Oh boy. Okay.
Now your carefuls are coming in. There you go.
Yeah.
Unlike the soldiers who kidnapped your sister, who are basically impoverished themselves, these are clearly aristocrats. Like rich landowning cavalrymen, so to say. They are esteemed guests of the estate, and you realize these are not just soldiers, these are nobles.
It's a different breed.
Yeah, so to say. They don't appear to be wearing armor, because, you know, party, why should they wear armor? That being said, may I offer you another compel, Anghel?
Oh no, what? I'll think about it.
Feel free to refuse, of course. But I like to compel, let me check the exact wording. Yeah, your family killed and sister kidnapped by soldiers. These are clearly not the soldiers that you're looking for, so to quote Star Wars, nor are they of the same sort of class of soldier that you're looking for, but they're still caramel soldiers, and you start getting, at the very least, uneasy around them. As in, and the compel is, you cannot hide how uneasy you're feeling and how you feel this combination of, oh, I want to choke the life out of you or ask you where my sister is, and yeah, you can't contain all these bubbling feelings inside of you.
Okay, but what does that mean? Like, how does that...
I think things first, you probably drop the tray and catch everyone's attention and look very angry and about like almost as if you're about to cry while you're doing so.
Oh no. Okay. Okay, let's go with it.
Okay, I did not expect you to go with it. Okay.
Really? I mean, it fits.
Look
I
at the amount of fate points you have.
I'm gonna need them, okay? I'm getting into a lot of trouble.
Sure. So, as I also like put the token of the lead caramel person on screen, and they all the room turns to look at you. The soldiers do as well, obviously. The servants who are in the room as well, they have this horrified expression like, oh no, they're about to get in trouble because one of the other servants got in trouble.
Okay.
Should we cliffhanger it?
I think so.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Sure.
Thoughts on today's episode, everyone?
That was fun.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was quite suspenseful.
I loved how it didn't go. I mean, not that we had a clear plan, but it didn't go according to plan at all.
Yeah, no, yeah. I cannot believe you're part of the staff now.
Yeah, I was like thinking, okay, then maybe we'll, something, but it just complicated things. Like they found Rebub in the meantime.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it is one place where all three of us are uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yes, so yeah. But I feel like if this was like a TV show, this is definitely what would happen, you know?
Mm-hmm. I do appreciate it, Show&Tell, that for lack of a better term, you're a good sport and you're rolling with the punches, with the compels. Definitely a strategy to stack up all those fate points. Not complaining.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it was totally a strategy. You got it.
Yeah, you're just trying to get them all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What stuff happened in this session? I'm not sure like what topic to broach first to ask your guys' opinion, and also how are you with time, Show&Tell?
I should leave soon.
Sure. So perhaps you are to share your thoughts, then do your shoutouts, and then I'll stay with Deli and Milo a bit longer. What do you say?
Okay. I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Works for me.
So your thoughts for today?
So it was a lot of fun. I loved I don't know, just kind of just rolling with it. It was interesting because I don't feel like I usually do that. So it was fun to just kind of see, to just let things fall as they may, I guess. And I'm interested to find out what's gonna happen. I mean, I hope that it's not gonna be for nothing, and that I don't know, I'll find some interesting information or something at least. I don't know though. I can count on that.
Sure.
Oh, we'll see.
I will say slight bit of homework for you, Show&Tell, next time. Very slight bit. You're well, not you, but also you. Angel's in the spotlight. Everyone's expecting him to say something or do something, if that makes sense.
Oh God. Okay, I'll try to think of something.
Sure. Anything else before you shout yourself out?
No. I mean, not right now.
Sure. Then would you care to tell the viewers where they may find you and what you do?
Yes. So I'm Show&Tell, and I have a YouTube channel, 2 of them actually, for reactions to anime mostly, and also Patreon. And you can check it out.
Very, very much so. Thank you very, very much, Show&Tell. Then, and we'll see you next week then. All right?
Yes.
See you later, Show&Tell.
Bye.
See you,
Bye.
Show&Tell.
See you.
And Deli and Milo, now I'm realizing when I think Show&Tell asked before you guys reach the estate, is the fact that Muninn smells like gonna affect their rolls? Apparently, not necessarily the result of the rolls, but rather their frequency, I guess, when it comes to sneaky.
Yeah. And yeah. No, that makes sense. I feel bad for getting the I don't know, like a poor innocent chef's fingers cut off. I feel bad, but
Well,
what can you do?
You also don't want to know what the overseer is currently doing to the slaves.
Yeah.
Oh no.
There is a reason why Miroslav was very interested in not being seen by the overseer and getting as far away as fast as possible without
Yeah.
being noticed.
Oh my god.
Because he is very uncomfortable being here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will say we did how do I put it? We did kind of do well in terms of not getting in trouble. If that makes sense. Like even if we were spotted, we didn't get in trouble, you know?
Yeah.
Mm.
And even
kind of got out of it every time.
Yeah. Even Anghel right up until the end. Not including the ending, but even Anghel was like spared trouble, I guess, in some way. He's digging himself a hole, I guess, by being a servant right now, or whatever. But
At
the same time, it's pretty funny.
I'll admit I wasn't sure how you guys were going to approach this, whether it was sneaking in, approaching sort of openly like, hey, you're being framed for something, let us help, or whatever. But yeah, you guys chose the sneaky path, for better or worse.
Also, I feel slightly bad about the things that Miroslav said in Domi about Muninn, but it was kind of the most fitting thing he could say without like making them seem more suspicious.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Mm.
I quite liked, because the first time you said it, I was like, oh, that's actually quite clever. I don't know, I can't remember what you said exactly, but yeah, it was like, oh, this one drink or something.
He can't you smell that he drank away his money?
That's the one, yeah. I thought that was actually quite funny and clever, to be fair.
Slightly backfired. Well, the role went well enough, but backfired in the sense of, our guests don't like drinking. That's a no-no.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the second ones, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely.
But also there, Miroslav, like his reaction of, I'm not sure if they're trying to get them so skilled, was also like as a slave about his owner not questioning what they're doing, because questioning things is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah.
But also like, what would a slave even do with politically sensitive information anyway? Nobody's gonna believe you. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Foundry Bob, what else ought we to mention today? I guess just Milo, I don't necessarily expect you to have any profound theories, given that I don't imagine you're up to date on all the political shenanigans going on in our game. But thoughts on what this little let's say, celebration party might be about, or what's going on there?
Milo?
Some
Oh.
something. I mean, I'm very much not. Okay. Why is the blue so hard to read?
Oh,
No, I have the international politics thing open.
For the viewers, I think I mentioned
Okay.
this. I made a little player's guidebook, including some charts. Yeah, that's what Milo's referring to.
Yeah.
I also do not know why the blue is hard to read, to be honest, but
Because of the black behind it, and it's not lighter enough than the black, so it's really hard to see.
I get what you mean. Oddly enough, it looks better. It looked better in my Photoshop when I made it than the final product, like opening it with like an image viewer or the PDF, I guess. I don't know why.
Yeah. I don't know, but why would people from the Caramel Empire be there?
I have a theory, but sorry.
Well, this is a vassal state of the Caramel
Yeah.
Empire. It's not necessarily a surprise that they're here. It's just that why here this particular state, this particular place?
I don't know why they could be here, but I feel like the fact that Rebob has been planted here is because these guys are here, maybe. Like, if that makes sense. Like, whoever planted Rebob here knew that this party was going to happen, and that there was a chance that, if his body's found while these guys are here, then the owner of the estate is going to be in trouble. I don't know if that's actually the case or not, but I feel like that makes sense in my head anyway.
Yeah. No, I think it probably also is kind of connected in a way.
Yeah.
Because would be too much of a coincidence.
It could, yeah. It could be. It could be.
Too much.
As to why they're here and passing here in the first place, I'm not sure. But I'm excited to find out if we do. Is this something? Well, actually, no. I guess I'd have to find out. I was gonna say, is this something that Aketius would tell me? But I mean,
Maybe.
I guess yeah. But then, is it something that Muninn would ask? That's another question. It is certainly weird.
Also,
I feel.
does it have to do with the other soldiers in the other village?
Which
Maybe.
ones? There's lots of soldiers, lots of villages. That's what I'm asking.
In the on the hill.
Oh, right.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
We'll see. We will see.
Yep.
Anything else that I ought to bring up and mention? Not without giving hints or potential spoilers. So nothing else from me. You guys let me know if there's anything else from you. The collective you.
Yeah. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so from me.
Milo?
No, I don't think there's anything in particular from me either.
Sure thing. Well then, dear viewers, as usual, thank you for watching and listening to us. Let's see what these lovely people are up to. We've already had Show&Tell talk about herself. Then the dice say that we ought to have Dely talk about themselves and what they do, what they're up to. What's up, Dely?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Deli. So as far as what I do outside these sessions, I am a mushroom wizard on Twitch.tv when I get the chance, which is never. I stream variety, and I will eventually be doing a re-debut or rebrand debut, which would be pretty cool. And you can also find me on Discord and Twitter on the magic link on the screen. Other than that, yeah. I mean, it'd be cool to say hi to you all.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you very, very much, Deli. And then, of course, we would have Milo. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you are doing?
Yeah. Outside of here, I'm a Goblin VTuber on Twitch. I mostly stream art, sometimes games. Very, very comfy. On the 28th, I will have a bit of a special stream because I will be sewing on stream.
Ooh.
I'm very much looking forward to that. And other than that, I do also art commissions. Yeah, I sometimes post it on Blue Sky.
Nice.
Yeah.
Question. You don't have to answer this. So on the 28th, is it gonna be like a hand cam stream? Are you thinking?
Yes.
Awesome. Good on you, Milo. Looking forward to that, and good on you for keeping in mind that this will come out a week from now, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That sounds exciting, though.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much, Milo. And I, dear viewers, was your Dungeon Master, Game Master Teeironor. I do this series. It's a lot of fun. I also do a different series, set in the Warcraft universe. By the time you're seeing this video, seeing it on Monday, on this upcoming Saturday, there should be a new episode of that. Should be. We'll see. Just in case, whatever can happen. Anyway, but yeah, do check that out as well. And other than that, thank you, dear viewers, for watching and listening to us. Should be back next week unless something happens, but I'll let you all know if something happens. And we will see you when we'll see you. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.